Hello everyone, welcome to this very special video about having 2 million channel views. Yes, it's something I could have never believed myself, but I have 2 million channel views. And to be honest, when I started this channel, and it was in 2011, I just put some videos on it as a backup of some offline videos I had for my time when I did create something with Unreal Tournament and some older videos, and I had them as offline files, and I thought maybe I could upload them to a channel or something and then have them as a backup online forever. But then at a specific point I did create a Skyrim tutorial video on how to mod it at that time, and yeah, it was for the Real Vision ENB, and then Skyrim Tuner did put it on his front page, and then that video got very popular. It grew with thousands of views, and at a specific time, after a month or two, the video had something like 30,000 views. And yeah, for YouTube standards, of course, that's not much. That's really less actually, but when coming from literally nothing, like having like 20 or 30 views. It went to 30,000 views, and then I thought maybe I can create more video tutorials to help you guys, to help people. And yeah, it seemed very popular. It seems you guys liked it. And right now, 2016, the end of 2016, beginning 2017, I have now over 2 million channel views. That's insane. I can't really believe it. And also subscribers over 6,000 at this moment. Perhaps when you're watching this, we're reaching the 10,000. And yeah, I think that's a magical number for subscribers. So thank you very much everyone for your support. I'm really honored by your support. And also a very special thanks for the people who make a donation. And of course, I can't really believe that people are actually donating to me for my content, but that's one of the biggest compliments you can have in your life, I think. Thank you very much. And for the people who did make a donation in the last couple of weeks, I'm sorry I did not contact you personally yet. I will do this week. I will promise to do that. And thank you very much everyone for all of your support. And I've been thinking a lot what I should do on this special video. What can I do? And then I was thinking perhaps it was a nice idea if I show you guys how I do record my videos and how I do edit them afterwards. So yeah, for this video special, I thought maybe I could just record 3 short scenes in examples. In this case, Skyrim Special Edition, record 3 small scenes, which I normally do for a video showcase. Like an example here, this vanilla versus fully modded showcase. Let's open it up. Let's turn the sound off. And yeah, this, this cinematic view, how I do create that, and then this area transitions and all these things. So yeah, I suggest we start going into Skyrim and record 3 short scenes, and then afterwards I will show you guys how I do edit them. So yeah, I suggest let's go into Skyrim Special Edition. Alright, so welcome in game with Skyrim Special Edition. Let me first turn my volume down a little bit, else the output of my speakers is going to interfere with my microphone. So yeah, when I'm in game, an example with a game like this, Skyrim Special Edition, what I usually do when I want to record something, so in this case we're going to record, let's say like 3 scenes for a... let's record 3 scenes for a demo showcase, just to show you guys a little bit what I do. So when I record things in game, and then afterwards when I use my video editing software, how to edit everything. Let me show you what I first do. I open up the console, and then sometimes it happens when you are recording a showcase and an NPC walks by, and then he's stops and says thanks you, and that looks really weird in a showcase. So what I usually do is type in this command, detect, and that will force off the AI detection. There's also a command which is TFC, and with that it allows you to fly and no clip through everything if you really want a flyby. But yeah, I usually want to have my feet on the ground, so I think that looks better. And Yeah, for the rest it's just filling in the TM commands, and that will hide the HUD. And on the original Skyrim you do have iHUD, but it works on SKSC and that's not available yet for the Skyrim Special Edition. So yeah, when I do record scenes, I usually stand in a place. So an example, if we want to record this first scene with the river here in Riverwood, so let's just stand. Let's see. Let's have a nice shot here at the bridge, or let's see where we do stand. Doesn't really matter. Let's say we stand here. What I usually do is I connect my Xbox controller, and then I use the right stick and I move it very slowly. So I will have this effect, as you can see. I have it pushed in a little bit, just a little bit, and yeah, when you want to speed things a little bit up, you push it a little bit further, and then you will see, you will have this. So an example, if you have long scenes which you need to cover in Showcase, then yeah, you need to push the left stick, sorry, the right stick a little bit more to the left or right, depending on the scene. So an example, if I want to have here the water and I only have this small section I want to show, I use my right stick and I move it very gentle to the left, as you can see here, to record a scene like this. So yeah, let me check what we're going to record. I suggest just a scene of the river, a scene of Riverwood itself while you're watching the mountains, and a scene inside the shop. So yeah, let me find a nice scene by the river first. So let's, oh, you have a second river here actually, that's nice. Maybe we can record from that small building here, let's see. Yeah, maybe we can do that. Alright, let's record from here. First let me shut down this recording. Alright, so welcome to this scene, and as you can see I am now using my right controller stick to have a nice cinematic, gentle movement of the scene, and I can crop the file afterwards or check out which length of the scene I like most. But yeah, for now I always make sure I record footage long enough so I have a lot of footage I can work with. So yeah, as you can see with my Xbox controller, I have very subtle, gentle movement. You can make a cinematic effect just with your controller, so that's how I usually do it. And yeah, I suggest let's end this scene with, let's end this recording and let's find a new place to record in Riverwoods. Alright, so welcome to the next scene. What you see here, I'm stationed in Riverwoods, and I thought it would be a nice idea if I would end to a nice view on the mountains. So with that I need to put my analog stick a little bit to the upper right corner to go to the mountains of Riverwood. So yeah, I think that always looks nice, the mountains of Skyrim Special Edition. So I thought this will be a good idea for our second scene. Nothing real too fancy. And as you can see, what sometimes happens when I move my stick a little bit farther away to the right, so like this, it will have this effect. So when you're doing this and you accidentally put a little bit too much to the right, you sometimes have this. And yeah, that of course looks awful. But yeah, I think this was a good recording for scene number 2. Alright, and the third scene, let's find a nice view here in this tavern inside Riverwoods. And an example here with the shopkeeper and a nice lady. Let's see, let's have our start movement here. The fire also looked nice. Let's start here and create a nice flyby-ish third scene. So an example, let's start here and then let's go to the right. And we want to keep the right stick in the same momentum, so we have a nice constant same speed on the third scene. Alright. And again, it doesn't really matter if I make it too long, because I can always cut the scenes and crop it in. But yeah, I think it's a nice third scene for our little demo showcase. So, alright. Yeah, I think that's enough. So let's go back to the desktop. Alright, so we are back at the desktop. Let's open up our footage, which we did record, and in my case it's in my Shadowplay folder, and in this case it's Skyrim Special Edition. Alright, as you can see here, I now have the 4 scenes from, the 3 scenes we did record. And then I could check which scene was what. I think this was the first scene from the river. Alright, so welcome to this scene, and as you can see I am... Yeah, it's really weird probably hearing myself now again, but yeah, I know this is the first scene and this should be the second, I think. Alright, so welcome to the next scene. What you see here, I'm stationed in Riverwood. Yeah, alright, and the tavern is the third. So what I usually do is I number my recorded scenes. So in this case, this is going to be 01. The other scene is 02, and the last scene inside the tavern is 03. And then I know the correct order. So in case, so I know in which order I would like to show everything, and I have a better overview for myself. Then let's open up Corel Video Studio. That's the software we're going to, at least which I'm going to use. And yeah, what I then do is I just drag and drop all the video files to Corel Video Studio, and usually we don't want to start right away with the video footage. So when you open up a YouTube on a video on YouTube, you do not have immediate video footage. You want to first have a nice fade in from the black. So what I usually do is I pick this black color, I drag and drop it right in front of it, and then I pick a crossfade to the first scene. So yeah, let's crossfade, and what you will see here, it will look something like this. As you can see, it fades in from the black and it's not immediately starting. And then I always make sure I disable the sound on my videos first when I'm creating a showcase, so I don't have the background sounds and music from the original Skyrim, because we want to place a music file afterwards on the video. And the very first basic simple things is we have these 3 video scenes, and yeah, we want them to cross over a little bit. So we place a crossover here and here and here. In total we have 3 crossovers, and then we usually end the scene with a fade out to black. So I put the black color here and I put a crossfade from the last scene to the black, so you will have this kind of scene. Let me try if I can preview it for you guys. Why is it not working? Come on, what are you doing? Oh, here it is. And it will look something like this. As you can see, it's a soft fade to black. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I did disable the sounds. Now we can crop the video files. So now we can crop the scenes. And what I usually do is I select a video file which I want to crop. And as you can see here on this bar, it will show the time, how long a scene is. So yeah, I think I'd rather not have it longer than 10 seconds. So let me first crop it in a little bit to the part where the scene is already moving. That's from here. Then I crop it in on this part, and then after a second or 10, I think that's long enough, I crop it there. I make it usually 12 seconds, so in this case 2 seconds longer, because the fade effect is also taking a second. It's also cropping a second of the video. So in this case, let's use this. Alright, and yeah, that was our first scene which we did crop, and as you can see, it will run from here to here. By the way, let me show you guys if I want to add a title. I do have some template titles here already, so let's see an example. If you want to use this, I do have this from the Vivid Weathers and Climates of Tamriel showcase, or not. What's this? Let's see. Let's delete this one. Comparison showcase. So yeah, an example. Let's name it Riverwood Showcase, and then I can align my text with this, with center, left or right. The same you know perhaps from Word where you create a letter. So let's place it in here, and yeah, and it will look something like this. Let me try to show you it in this preview. As you can see here, it will look something like this, but it will be a little bit more smooth in the video, because this preview window here, it will not render it real time, because it will take up too much resources. But when we render the video, it will be a lot smoother and all. Oh, that was by accident. Alright, so yeah, the same goes for the next scene. If we want to crop it, let's see where it starts. And I think, so an example to show you what you can do with crop, I do have the scene here, and I think this looks too boring, so I can just crop this off, cut this out of the scene, and then yeah, I like the mountains more, so I can let's see, how many seconds are these? Far too long. What I want is, I want to have it about the same length as the first scene, so let's see, let's crop it a little bit to here. I think that should be enough. And then I crop it to here. Alright, and now we have the last scene. Let's see if there's anything special here. Yeah, I had it from here, so let's crop up the rest. And yeah, okay. Well, let's start from here, and then also make it about the same length as the other two videos. Alright, something like this, I guess, should be fine. Yeah, alright. Let's crop it off. Alright, and that's usually faded black, and I extend it because perhaps I want to have what I usually do is I put this text, "Thank you very much for watching." So in this case, let's edit it to "Thanks for watching." Thanks for watching. Do something like this. Alright. So it will look something like this. Thanks for watching, and let me try to preview it for you guys. Thanks for watching. Alright, usually when I want to create a showcase, I put a nice track on it as a soundtrack to support the video, but normally I'm not a big fan of music under videos because I think it's really annoying. But for special showcases like this, I like a subtle music for it, instead of just, you know, the techno Linkin Park, the same boring, annoying, overused music on YouTube. I really don't like that, but for this, yeah, I usually put a supportive soundtrack for it. And then I do have a music library with, this is some music I saved, but with soundtracks from all kinds of games, which could be perhaps used for my video if they are not copyrighted. So yeah, an example, in this case we want to have a Skyrim soundtrack perhaps. I think that's nice. Skyrim, oh, learn to spell, let's search for it, Skyrim plus ripped, and an example, let's see, where was it? Here it is, Skyrim official soundtrack. So yeah, let's see, nice, slow, not too loud soundtrack like Journey's End, perhaps. So yeah, if I want to place that under my video, what I usually do is place it right here. I use the fade in effect because else the music sounds really loud, and the fade effect, it pretty much does the same for the music as it will do from here, from the scene to from the transition. So it's a transition, but it will move in very very subtle. And I do usually a fade out on the soundtrack as well, and as you can see here, the track is already ending, so I can cut off the track. And then what I usually do is check the audio track and see if it ends nice, because if you're right in the middle of loud music, an example, if it would be here, it would be really weird to cut out. So what I usually check is, does it have a nice fade out effect on the soundtrack, yes or no. And also when I record voice in my track, so an example, when I do a video tutorial and I want to have a very subtle soundtrack underneath it, then I usually check where the loudest parts of the track, of the audio track is, and then I'll play that to make sure the loudest parts of the audio track do not are not louder than my original voice. So, but in this case, it's just a showcase with an audio track, and we don't need to change anything to the volume. And yeah, with that, let me try to show you how it looks when we start the project. And again, this is not full speed. Still needs to be rendered, but yeah. Especially the fade effects usually look a little bit ugly but it seems to be smooth right now. Alright, so you can see here with the area trend, the fade effects between the scenes, that looks nice. And then we have the fade to black here coming with it. Thanks for watching. And so yeah, I'll export the file and place it at the end of this video as well. And with that, we have come to the end of this video. So again, guys, thank you very much for all your support in the last couple of years. 2 million channel views is just insane. And I hope to see you guys at the next video as always. And take care. Bye bye.